My name is Jean-Marie Nsambu, named after one of the Uganda martyrs, but that Uganda martyr named after Jean-Marie Baptiste Vianney. Born and raised in Uganda, and coming from a family of 8 siblings, I'm the 7th born. So I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters. My parents are still living, though retired. It's, I would say, an ardent Catholic going, church going family. We love to go to church together as a family and with friends. So it is from that setting that I'm coming. That's the background of the zeal that I bear and I bring with me here. What I love of the diocese? Well, my credo in the United States, St. Genevieve Parish in Thibodaux. I love it to bits. But on a whole, I love the people. I love the weather. It's like the weather in Uganda. I think I wouldn't trade it for anything else. We still have the sun here. It is not snowy. It's not so cold, even when sometimes the ACs in the rooms are too cold, colder than the rooms back in Uganda. But yes, and I love the food, the crawfish. So the diocese has become home for me. Yeah, I mean, if you can settle into a place and you are able to enjoy the food, to enjoy the friendship of the people, everybody is like they are very welcoming. Everybody is like their family. So the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux is home. Yeah. My spiritual journey? That is something so big. But maybe just to put it in perspective, I was born in the 70s, and during that time, there was a lot of civil strife, a lot of political tension, even full-blown war. Sometimes many of the families were deprived of basic necessities. So I grew up in a condition of feeling empathy for a lot of people around us, including in my own family, who were going without some of the basic needs. So kind of God touched me from the very, very infancy of my life. And I'm born in a parish of missionaries. They're called the Comboni missionaries. So they are basically, or generally, Italians. They had a lot to play in keeping the church together in our parish, giving us hope. And I learned from them. I learned how to care for those in need. So from the age of 9, I think I already was interested in joining seminary. We in Uganda we have the junior seminaries where young boys at elementary level can enter seminary, and usually they go up to priesthood without coming out of seminary. Well, I wanted to join the seminary from way back at 9 years or so, but my pastor then, an Italian, advised that I take some little time with my family and attend public schools so that I can join seminary when I am what he called of age. So at around 16 or so, I took the chance to join minor seminary, and that is like at high school. But I think, to the credit of my pastor, it is not something that I expected of the seminary. So about a year I came out, but I still had uh, this longing to do something greater with my life, to lay my life, to put my life out there for others. So even when I came out of seminary, I was involved with the youth, especially those who are out of school, single mothers and orphans, young people struggling with HIV and AIDS. So the Lord was just kind of still knocking at my door and telling me, perhaps you need to do even more for this. So even when I went into starting non-governmental organizations to help uh, young people who are deprived, who are underprivileged, I felt there was still a lot that I needed to do. I was already a journalist, writing for the national newspaper, but even then it wasn't satisfying. So I ended up asking to join um, the missionaries in Kenya. They are called the Consolata missionaries, or the missionaries after Our Lady of Consolation. And I was discerning to be a missionary, but with the assistance of my spiritual director, I still found that that wasn't my calling. Probably God wanted me for something else. So I left Nairobi, where I was discerning with these missionaries, and went back and I did law, because to me, I felt the world was so full of injustice. I wanted to be this person who would bring justice, who would be the judge for, who would be that voice for those who are less privileged. And I went through law school. I even went through the year of practicing to be enrolled to the bar, so that I can help these people. And indeed, I did a lot of what we call pro bono, free services for indigent persons, those who are not able to pay services of a lawyer in courts of law. And I represented many, especially in the criminal cases. But even when I was in this, it wasn't something I felt, there was something lacking, that the Lord was calling me for something greater than just being a just man. So, sometime I asked if I could rejoin seminary uh, in the Archdiocese, and by that time I think I was too old for the seminary back in Uganda, because there is a policy that if you're of a certain age and you've been in seminary and left, they would probably have loved to have others, the younger guys who are coming into, and even the rate of completion being high, they are overwhelmed with the, I would say, with numbers. So I kind of was seated at the fence until the opening came, when a priest, a Comboni priest that I had worked with, came to the US on transfer for his new assignment. And he kind of got in touch with Father Mark Toops by then. And one thing led to another, and I was already communicating with Father Mark Toops. So I came here. And whenever I joined Notre Dame Seminary, I think I have found what I want to be. And I found the joy that I sought when I was 16 years and when I went to the Sun with the missionaries. Yeah. My time at Notre Dame, very, very fulfilling. I mean, I have gotten back into the rhythm of playing soccer with friends, even at this age, and just tapping into those skills that I had let go for quite some time when I was into the professional work, journalism, and the legal work. I've met a lot of friends from across the globe, and to see that there is this community where you are so different, richly different, yet so together, so family, so cooperative, a community built on love, built on the heart of Jesus, that you all are striving to rest on this heart of Jesus. Well, I will not say that the academics have been the best. Getting the papers done on time, that is a great challenge. But whenever you come with the results, the grade of an a B plus, an A, and what, it makes you happy that actually you've been attentive in the class, and this is what you want. You are really getting to what you want. So to have all these services close to you, all these ministries close to you, when you want to have confession, it's simply a knock away on the door of a priest who can give you confession, mass every day, holy hours. Then these extra activities that help your extra programs, like at the Institute of Priestly Formation, where you do the seminary program, where you go and do the 30-day ignition retreat, and you have all those days to contemplate, to think about what you really need in life, what you're following. It kind of gives you the atmosphere of knowing yourself, of being confident that what you're doing is actually what you're following is actually what you want to be, so that you do not have regrets. But can there be any regrets if you have joy, if you have really God leading you to what you are uh, chasing after? I think you can't. Yeah, you just can't have any regrets. Coming home to the diocese, to a particular parish, the just the joy of doing something proper, what you're meant to be, uh, as a deacon or as a priest, hopefully in the future. Um, this is the excitement. When I'm at that altar, at serving Mass at St. Genevieve in Thibodaux, some people have intimated to me that I keep on a smile, and I never intend it, but somehow you feel that this is what you want. It is not a paper that you're writing, but it is living out that paper that you've written. There's several papers that you've written. Being at that funeral and crying with those who are crying, and helping the priest to commit that person to their resting place, sending them off. Being at that wedding and seeing the joy of two people, two strangers, starting a life together, and that you are going to be in that life as probably a pastor, or just even as a friend who is in the clerical sphere. It gives you that sense of responsibility. Of course, what you were for them is kind of scary, but what you were with them makes you joyful. That I am a Christian who is a leader among this community, but we are all searching for God, and I'm here to lead these people to God in every single way, in every particular way that they are at. So this is exciting, and to tell you the truth, I am just so looking forward to having those hands of the bishop on my head, because that is all that runs through the Bible, and they laid hands on them. So, unlike Father Mark Toops says that getting up from that marble, let Jesus Christ be the one that gets up, but you stay laying down, you stay dead. This is what I want to be, another Christ. Yeah.